on the trines.
Well, and then Saturn's aspecting trines to the 7th house.
Saturn's aspecting trines to the 7th house. What do you mean?
Saturn's aspecting.
You're talking in Rashi or
the 11th house
Dashamsha?
and A7 in the D10.
Yeah. But I mean, we're looking. You see, like if you go to the Rashi, there's a rule: the 7th house is sex, and the 6th house is celibacy. And so, like in your case, we have 2 planets in the house of celibacy, 1 planet in the house of sex. So there's a tendency to be less sexual than more sexual. Just because 2 planets there and less, right?
What's this? What?
In the Rashi.
What? The sun and
2 planets in the 6th, which is the house of celibacy.
Right.
1 planet in the house of sex. 7th house.
Right.
Okay, so there's a tendency already to be less sexual than more sexual.
Right.
And then if we look, Venus has gone the trine, so it's a very affecting you place. And if we look, Mars has gone to the 8th, so the planet of sex is not, hyperactive, and Ketu has gone to the 6th, back in the house of celibacy. So this shows, huh?
Venus is debilitated. That would also.
It was debilitated before, but I guess just.
Yeah,
Venus is debilitated.
But you see, so yeah, but that won't. It's just it's the Lord itself, how much it's affecting your life. So if we look, we do have the Lord, the 2 lords of the house of sex are not Kendra or Trine. The Lord of the house of the 6 is Trine. So which one is having more effect on your life?
Depends on when you.
But so bottom line is, but that just shows that which of those houses becomes stronger shows whether it's a person who's like, I'm sure you know that there's people who like relationship is one of their main aims in life.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's people that relationships are nice when they're there, and otherwise they're okay. You know what I mean? It's not. And so this is right here, not as relationship being a main aim of your life.
It's not. It's
right.
not.
You know what I mean?
Not
It's
a
just
really big aim.
sex is not the big aim. It's not the big goal because of the 6th house being stronger. So that's just to show you. If we go and take that same rule into the D10, then we have the 6th and 7th house there. 6th house is business. Is service. And 7th house is business. And so if we look which one is more affecting you, we have this thing where at least in this Dashamsha, the 6th Lord has gone to trines, but also the 7th Lord has gone to trines. So they're both there. Right?
Right, they're both there. So it's kind of like a either or kind of a thing.
Well, it's a bandhana.
Oh, it is a bandhana. Oh yeah, 5th and 9th house is bandhana. It's part of
it's bandhana on the lagna. Yeah, so it's bandhana both to the lagna and to the 7th house.
And the significator for business is in the 8th house, which doesn't seem like that would be that. But it's aspected by
that's
Mars.
D10 8th house is different. D10 8th house is about loans.
Oh, loans.
Yeah, so it's about loans, and generally businesses have some type of loan that they're, paying off the building they're in or things of that nature. So I wouldn't worry, 8th house doesn't have as negative of a connotation in the D10.
So it shows that it's possible for me to get money on a loan basis.
Yeah.
I had Mercury there.
To initiate the business, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see, a really benefic planet there, the stronger that planet is there, the bigger the loan is.
Oh.
And, so... What business are you going to get into, man?
Mm-hmm.
With Saturn as the Lord there, Saturn is in Pisces, Rahu's in the 10th.
Jupiter's in Scorpio. It has to be something kind of like healing.
Well, no. Jupiter, Scorpio, we're not going to look at Jupiter.
No.
Jupiter is the service.
Oh,
he's representing...
Mm-hmm.
Jupiter is showing us, as the Lord of the 6th, he's showing us who you do service for, what type of service you do.
Also.
Yeah, but that's your boss.
Oh, that's my boss.
That's your boss. So, and that's what your boss is like and things along that line. And Jupiter, he's aspecting, so he's giving beneficial vibrations and stuff of that nature. But the 5th house alone is the change of career. And that shows that, in general, unless there's negative transits, it shows that you generally, advance and not get fired. Jupiter like makes it so the jobs. Have you been fired? Because with Jupiter there, you shouldn't really be getting fired.
I get myself fired.
Okay,
so that I can like
yeah, I
do
don't know.
something else.
I don't know if that's right.
I don't know if that's right then either.
Because Jupiter there is going to gives people who get promotions.
Oh, I don't get promotions.
Malefics in the 5th are people who get fired, and benefics in the 5th are people who get promotions. So,
Oh.
me, I got an exalted malefic.
In the fifth?
All right.
Yeah.
What's the Lord's exalted?
Well, it's primarily it's good, but it's still a malefic. So, most of the promotions I've gotten are like, I'm gonna quit unless you pay me more.
But Rahu in the 10th, I mean, there's Rashi Drishti on that Jupiter, Rahu. It's usually Rahu-related things that cause me to like lose the job. Something.
What's how much time did it change? See, now this is your new time. This is your birth certificate time, not your pendulum time, right?
Yeah, this is the birth certificate time.
4 minutes later, 7 seconds earlier. And what was the birth certificate time?
Said 5:48.
48. So it sounds like a decent time. And if we went 4 minutes later, we'd have the moon in the ascendant. Yeah. Then we have a planet in the 7th, which shows you're in business for yourself. Moon and Mars are in the ascendant. The moon is going to be very supportive. Jupiter's in the 8th, showing a nice office. That 9th house with Rahu, the boss is going to be terrible.
Ooh.
Terrible, like, bosses, man. Just, like, breathing down your throat.
That is. That's what I always get. That's why I always get myself fired.
But do you see the difference between Rahu in the 10th versus, that
Oh, right.
in the night, you know what I mean? So,
What about like Nesh in the 12th?
Agnesh in the 12th, as it's Marna Karkastana, he hates working.
Is that true?
It would mean that work is suffering.
Work is suffering to me. I do it, but I've gotten to this point where I just do it and I don't think about it, and I just make like a karma yoga for a paycheck kind of an attitude.
But so if we did use this chart, you see with Mercury there, then we want to do some type of communication, some writing, selling books, things along that line. See, if this is true, then I'd say you have to become our book importer. Start importing Parimal's books and selling Brihaparasara Hor Shastra and some Vajrayana books and stuff like that. Put Lakshmi Carey out of business.
She actually said that she doesn't want to do it anymore.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, I just bought a
perfect.
bunch of books from her. Like, she didn't have a jive any left, and
Uh-huh.
I was like, "Are you gonna get it?" And she's like, "I'm not gonna probably be doing this very much anymore."
What did she say? Why?